Alright guys, welcome back to Trickshot Katie's. In today's video we're going to be testing out what's better, tubes or flats, and doing a little comparison. I've never shot tubes before, so what I've made myself this cup frame, put some tabs on it with some 2050 tube. Going to be shooting like 9mm leads, 9.5 steels and 8mm steels with it. That's what I find works pretty good. Don't criticise me on my tube work, I'm not good with tubes at all. And then we're going to be shooting the Leeton's Catties Skeleton, my newest frame, and 0.6 sniper sling with 8mm steels. And what we're going to be doing is just going to be testing out, doing a few accuracy tests and all that on the frames, and then seeing what's best. We've got a can set up down there, and all we're going to do, just going to have a couple shots and just see. Fuck me. Now we're going to be shooting the tube band at the can down there. We're still about 10 meters away, and we're just going to see how many shots it take us to hit the can. So I know a lot of people who shoot tubes shoot instinctive. If I shoot instinctive, I'm going to be hitting the neighbour's dog. There's absolutely no way I'm shooting instinctive. That's 2 shots so far. Decent. I'm just going to mute this bit and speed it up. Come on, Joshy boy. How many shots is that? 4? Alright, that was 7 shots to hit the can. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's with this frame. Handmade this, 1-day build. Obviously, a couple of days to dry it out and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna now try it with the skeleton and see how many shots it would take me to hit the can with the skeleton. To be honest, I'm expecting it's maybe 2 shots at most to hit it. But yeah, I'm gonna try it with the skeleton and then compare it, and then we're gonna go on to like maybe smaller targets at the bottom of the can. That's first shot with the skeleton by Leeton's Catties, and it's been custom wrapped by Wrapmaster, and this incredible one, only 6 frames wrapped in this. Definitely go check out Leeton's Catties and Wrapmaster to get any of your Titans and stuff wrapped. Incredible quality, this frame. We're shooting the tube frame now at the bottom of the can, 10 meters. Let's see how many shots it take us to hit that, and then we're going to try it with the skeleton. Oh shit! We're doing tube frame now, aerial shots. We've just got to be holding the frame like that, holding the frame like this, can like that, checking it up and shooting it. I took 3 shots. 3 shots? I reckon I took 3 shots of the tube frame to hit the can out of the air. Now we're going to try it with the skeleton. A bit scared about trying it with the skeleton because the frame hits, but fingers crossed we don't. I'm going to be shooting the skeleton now. Aerial shot. So we got 3 shots to beat on the round band frame. Hit it on the first shot. That's with the Leeton's Catties skeleton wrapped by Wrapmaster. So I'm pretty sure the skeleton's leading at the moment, but we're going to go a bit in depth about the 2 frames, about the difference between tube bands and flat bands, the pros and the cons of each. Yeah, for now we're just going to do a bit of shooting at cans off camera, and then warm up for our next shots. Right, so I'm going to be shooting the tube frame now, at that bottle cap up there. We're at about 8 meters, but we're going to see how many shots it will take us to hit that bottle cap with the tube frame. Almost. Shooting with this frame now. We're going to set it up with the skeleton and see how many shots it will take us. Alright, so I'll be shooting the skeleton now. Ball cap, same distance and all that. And I hit it in 3 shots with the tube frame. So now we're going to be shooting it with the skeleton and see how many shots it takes. Those two shots are literally millimetres away from the bottle cap. Skimmed it. Technically on the third shot, but we're going to try and get a direct hit on it. There we go. Right, 4 shots of that in high winds. It's quite windy out here today, so that is affecting the light bands and the small ammo. They ain't no steel, but yeah, 4 shots on the bottle cap with the skeleton, 3 shots with the tube frame. I'm gonna go into a bit of talking about them now, a bit in depth about pros and cons on them. Right, now I'm gonna be talking a bit about the most differences, the pros and cons between tube frames, flat band frames, and the bands themselves. So the things that set them apart most is the tubes. So, I mean, I've seen people who put really thin tubes, like 1730 tubes, on flat band frames, on the clamps, and Wasp Benzos, they put them in the little grooves. But I've always shot flat bands, as I've always found you get like a lot more accuracy out of flat bands. They were easier to learn to shoot as well than tubes, and also they're not, thing is with tubes is they last a hell of a lot longer. These will last for like months on end, whereas a flat band will only last a few hundred shots. And that's a pretty big downfall towards flat band, is they don't last very long when it comes to like band life. But I find tube frames are a lot easier to make, in my opinion. Like this one I literally found on a tree. I put it on the radiator for 2 days. Took it off, I cut it, I bought an old leather belt for like £6 from a charity shop, made some tabs on it, super glued and whipped them on, and stuck a varnish on it, and made this, and then the tubes were cheap as chips, and they're going to last a long time. But I also find with tubes you shoot a lot bigger ammo. Like, I've seen people with tubes shoot sort of like 16mm leads, whereas like you can get up to like 1mm Shishu band and 1mm red shot band. I believe red shot did 1mm for flat band, but you're still not going to be shooting anything more than sort of 10-11mm lead. And then but I do like the look of flat band. Like, you got your traditional gypsy frames, they look really good and all that, but flat band frames, something I've always shot. One thing I've noticed a lot is the tubes, in my opinion, are a lot more fun to shoot. Like, just the instinctive, just flipping it forward like that, it's just it's fun to shoot. Tubes are also quite silent. Like, you hear that, and then you do that with flat band, it's a lot louder. So on occasion I've seen people that maybe missed a shot on tubes, but because the sound of the band slap didn't scare them off, they were able to get a second shot off and able to dispatch it cleanly. So yeah, if you shoot tubes, I definitely recommend you get yourself a flat band set, and if you shoot flat band, I definitely recommend you get yourself a tube set, as they're great fun to shoot all round there. And I tell you what, I've only been shooting tubes for like 2 or 3 days now. I am going to do a video on learning how to shoot tubes, but I hit that bottle cap like 3 shots and hit the can out the air and stuff. It takes some shooting, but they're really good, and they're a lot simpler to make than flat band. Just come to your size and time up. With flat bands, you've got your tapers and all that. And there's a couple of pheasants in the field behind me that are driving me insane, but it's out of season, so we're not going to be shooting them. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Just a bit of a versus. It was a good bit of fun doing this video. I like the experiment. I like the difference between, instead of just shooting flat bands all the time, like you obviously got TTF and OTT and different strengths of bands and but it's just not the same as shooting tubes and flats. It's a good bit of fun. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.